When I was 5, my grandma went to live in the hospital. I was told that she'd had a fall and couldn't remember things. On our first visit, I gave her a teddy plucked from the selection my dad sold in his toy shop. My grandma named him Johnny Jingles and he sits on her visiting chair while we're away. I start to create variety puppet shows with Johnny every time we visit. He sings, dances, tells jokes, plays instruments. We visit 3 times a week. I start to get good at puppet shows. In August, I turn 6. Grandma doesn't know where she is anymore. I think that she seems sad. On the 8th of October 2003, I'm sat at the kitchen table for breakfast when the phone rings. Mum answers it and the echo of her words still ricochets in my head. Not Grandma. My grandma couldn't keep up much with narratives or conversation towards the end, but she did enjoy my puppet shows and they always made her smile. I loved making my grandma smile. I knew that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, make people happy when they're sad. My grandma had been a head teacher. She valued and nurtured my early love for entertaining, and that led me on the path that led me to here. Boisterous, gullible, drunk, and when I played him, Irish. Just a few words to describe Stefano in my school's 80s version of The Tempest. It was my first main part, my biggest test. My opening line was to sing the entirety of 500 Miles by the Proclaimers. Walking on stage, pins and needles erupt at the back of my scalp, my fingertips tingle, my temples feel hot, butterflies fill my stomach. Although butterflies aren't exactly the right word, it's more like a swarming sensation that feels light but also impossibly heavy. I'll smash it. I can still hear my drama teacher Lenny Love chuckling at my every line. Lenny taught me drama from years 10 to 13. He's the person who built my confidence up from nothing, who gave me my best review ever at my year 12 parents' evening. When Ems is on stage, the whole room watches. Who said, and I apologise for language, but this is verbatim, "Don't be a fucking idiot, Ems," when I told him that I might do history at uni, not drama. In year 13, my friends and I were horrified to discover that as Lenny was going to leave mid-year, we weren't going to get our final school play. Now, imagine telling 5 driven 17-year-old drama kids that they're not going to get their last chance to shine. We weren't having it. We were going to have a school play, drama teacher or not. So we wrote the script, held auditions, organised tech, choreographed, directed, made costumes and set, and in March put on 2 sellout performances. Being allowed to do this meant that I left school knowing that I could successfully put on a whole-scale production. I wasn't even 18, amazing skills to leave with. I owe an awful lot to my A-level drama class. At the start of every lesson, we sat down in a drama circle and had a 15-minute chat about everything. Our subjects, struggles, mental health, politics, current affairs, as well as some sixth form gossip. Our drama teachers encouraged it. They wanted us to know that we as individuals were just as important as our exam results. This group of people were the first people I was ever comfortably out to. Those 4 hours a week where I could just exist as myself were pivotal to my journey into self-acceptance. On stage, you have the ability to be whoever you want, so I've always found it interesting that in the end, the person I've most wanted to be is myself. Participating in the arts gave me the comfort, safety, love and support I needed growing up. It empowered me to have the confidence to be the person that I truly am.